In the last week of February, Africa's most populous country, Nigeria, will head to the polls to select their next president. Will any of the frontrunners, most of whom have been in the political system for decades, be able to turn the country around? Various factors may pose a challenge to the voting pattern in the West African nation. Let's start with the money. In 2022, inflation rose for 10 months in a row, just dipping to 21.3%, according to the latest figures released this month. These rising cost of living has left many families struggling to make ends meet. The economy and Naira currency are on a free fall. Unemployment is also a major problem, leaving many graduates fearful that they may not find work even after years of university study. Latest figures show that 33% of the population is unemployed, jumping to 45% for younger adults. Reducing insecurity is one of the key concerns of voters in a country which is currently experiencing a kidnapping for ransom crisis and battling a militant Islamist insurgency in parts of the north. And finally, with almost 40% of registered voters under 34 years, the vote has been called the election of young people by the elections chief, even though fears of voter apathy are still rife. So with these challenges in mind, who among the candidates does the youth see as a game changer? Let's find out in this next report by Louisa Olaniyi.
Will the 2023 Nigerian presidential election be the defining moment for the youth of the country? The latest data from the electoral body robustly confirms that the youth will have a historic role to play in these general elections barely weeks away. According to the data released by the election umpire, there are currently 93.4 million registered voters in Nigeria, out of which 37 million or 39% are young voters between 18 and 34 years of age. A little over 35% voters are between the ages of 35 and 49, while nearly 19% are elderly between 50 and 69. The rest, nearly 6%, are senior citizens aged 70 and above. But what has brought the country's youth together?
The change I'm expecting from the next president of Nigeria is to create a quality education, a good credit system, and an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. So these are the change I expect for any sane leader to take this country to the next level?
Yes, the reason is that we all know how Nigeria is now, and we want a better Nigeria. We want a better country. We want the young people to, as we should have our own stand in this country. We all pray for peaceful election, so that's what we pray for. So we don't pray for maybe riot or any other thing, or maybe bomb blast. So we pray for peaceful election.
Imagine a 39 years old that there's no change. We just graduated from school, doing all kind of job, but this time around, I think we'll vote the right party.
Although the 2023 elections inspire a slight ray of hope due to the Electoral Act, analysts, however, differ. They say only a working and effective institution can bring about the change that young citizens seek.
The new Nigeria I want has to prioritize the youth. We have a teeming youthful population that the government has not taken cognizance to harness its full potential. So in any country that continues to neglect our youth will find itself to blame as far as the way the world is going is concerned. So I would like a Nigeria that gives precedence to the youth and that caters to the young demographic.
Because regardless of who becomes president, governor, or all the other legislative roles, how do we hold them accountable? That's now the bigger question. After the elections, after the swearing in, what will be the channels of accountability that youths will employ when necessary? Those are questions to ask and for action to take.
The youth in Nigeria are usually passive about elections earlier, as the results were mostly falsified due to a poor and faulty voting system. This year, however, it appears to be different, as the Independent National Election Commission has introduced bi-modular voter accreditation system. The The Central Bank of Nigeria has also decided to redesign the naira and phase out the old currency. The central bank has also put a cap on cash withdrawals to encourage digital payments, a move that one of the top presidential contenders, Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC, has alleged as a ploy to sabotage his victory. But the young who were clamoring for change are happy.
With the sudden enthusiasm of young people in Nigeria towards election matters, the 2023 elections have been adjudged by political commentators as largely dominated by them. With over 75% registered young persons and middle-aged persons between 18 and 49 years old, disregarding the power they can wield might be detrimental. But how constructive can these set of people deploy their demographic power to their advantage without sacrificing it on the altar of sentiment? From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olaniyi, WION World is One.